Hey everyone, it is Wednesday. You've seen our normal 9:15 Eastern Time drop of our 2-pack Donruss Rip that we did earlier today. And we're going to go ahead and do a set review, just one of the extra videos that I'm putting out. I picked this up at the flea market. Can't remember if it was the Kentucky flea market or the Indiana flea market when we were on our trip to Kentucky. It's a 1992 The Winston set by Maxx featuring these drivers. There you see J.R. Maxx, 1992. We're going to go ahead and get in this. And I don't know, I've not really looked through this. Looks like that corner's a little dinged. But that is what it is. We'll take it anyway, because I don't have this set. I'm going to start off with race winner Davey Allison. Let's flip that card around. Are we missing the Kyle Petty already? Wow. Well, maybe they're just done in a certain order, I don't know. But there's what the backs of them look like. It does feel like there's 50 cards there. So maybe they're lined up odds and evens. Yeah, that's what it appears. So you got Ken Schrader driving for Rick Hendrick. And in 1992, the Winston was run under the lights for the first time. That's why you see the lighting as it was. First time a Cup Series race on a super speedway was held at night. Bill Elliott was driving for Junior Johnson. And I'm going to flip those back around because I'm going to play crazy with that. Alan Kulwicki, 1992 Cup Series champion. Richard Petty, that'd look real nice signed right there. May have to get another set of this and break it up to get it signed by some of the drivers that are still with us. DW, three-time Cup Series champion. Jeff Bodine, 1986 Daytona 500 winner. Michael Waltrip, 2001 and 2003 Daytona 500 winner with a super bad haircut going on. Mark Martin. That'd be nice to get signed there, but Mark doesn't do very many autographs anymore. Morgan Shepherd. I really like the design of the cards. It's a very simple design. These are going to be the cars they drove. There's Robert Yates Racing's Texaco Haviland Ford, Hendrick Motorsports Kodiak Chevrolets, Junior Johnson's Budweiser Fords. Of course, I'm not going to do all the sponsors. Kulwicki owned his own team. Petty Enterprises was the owner here. Darrell Waltrip was the owner of his own car. Bud Moore owned Jeff Bodine's car. Bahari was the team name for that team, but Chuck Ryder was listed as the owner. Of course, Jack Roush owned the famous number 6. Wood Brothers have been in the sport since day one with the number 21 car. Qualifying always is interesting for the All-Star race. This year's I thought was corny with the pit stop challenge and the drag race and that whole 9 yards. But it used to be make a couple laps. You'd come in, make a pit stop, then go back out and finish your lap. Winston Open, which is still the open race now. Now I think 3 or 4 people transfer in from the open, but back in 92 it was the winner. Sometimes they had extra spots depending on how many spots they needed to fill. 20 cars, which was just always their arbitrary number that they came up with. Here is the first segment. Be nice to get signed by a few drivers maybe. Third segment, DW had a spin. Be kind of nice to get that one signed. Davey, well, the team in victory lane, Davey was at the hospital. And these are going to be the even numbered cards because that's probably number 49. Yeah, that's strange how they did that. Have the odds and the even staggered. That'd be a nice one to get signed too. So we got Kyle Petty, Ricky Rudd, Rusty, Ernie Irvan with, looks like he had just recently shaved and then was growing that gigantic mustache back. Terry Labonte looking amused about something. Harry Gant, that'd be a good one to get signed. Dale Earnhardt, who was leading with the white flag and spun on the last lap and did not finish the race. Dave Mater III, everybody's going to be going, who? He was driving for Harry Melling, who was eligible for the All-Star race as being a winning car owner in 1991. Different All-Star race rules back then. And then Dale Jarrett was the 20th place finisher, was he not? No, Hut Strickland was, because Jarrett, Hut Strickland, and Michael Waltrip crashed on lap 1. Strickland and Michael Waltrip transferred in from the Open. Kyle Petty, Felix Sabata's team. We have a Hendrick Motorsports car. So many nice pictures in these. So whoever did this set, this is the way you do a set. Panini, look at these cards. This is the way you make a set, and this is the way you make it shine. Rusty Wallace was driving for Penske, of course. Ernie Irvan, that was Morgan McClure Motorsports. Terry Labonte was driving for Billy Hagan. Kind of funny to see the Sunoco branding. I believe they actually had to use Ultra Sunoco products. They couldn't advertise their fuel because of NASCAR was exclusive to Union or Unical 76, so that branding was how that worked. Any competing oil company had to use their oil or their products like that. They couldn't just use gasoline or fuel. Because there was a controversy in 2007 with Kevin Harvick when Sunoco was the fuel provider, and then they had the Shell Pennzoil car. Of course, Shell and Pennzoil kind of are the one and the same. I don't know who owns who, but they wanted to let people know that it was the Shell motor oil and not the Shell gasoline. And similar situation here with Harry Gant, Skull Bandit, U.S. Tobacco. The NASCAR was sponsored by the Winston. So you have two competing, R.J. Reynolds and U.S. Tobacco. You have competing companies on the same card there, which I think is funny. There's Dale Earnhardt. Nice picture of his car. There's Dave Mader's car, owned by, Harry Gant's car was Leo Jackson's. Dale Earnhardt was RCR. This is the Harry Melling owned car that we talked about, sponsored by Maxx Race Cards for a few races. There's the original 18 car. Actually, this is the second year, but pretty much the same paint scheme. No, actually, this is their first year, 1992. So this is the debut year of the 18 car that Joe Gibbs runs with Kyle Busch now. And, of course, Bobby Allison owned this car, driven by Hut Strickland. Davey was the pole winner. Final pace lap. Look at that crowd. Look at that crowd. That's just amazing. That was 30 years ago that they had that. This is the second segment, the start. They did the full field inversion. It was rumored Jeff Bodine kind of lagged in the first segment so he could get the pole in the second segment and not deal with, not use up his car. And it actually worked out pretty good. He had a pretty good finish. There's the last lap crash at the line with Davey Allison and Kyle Petty. And Davey was the winner, but I imagine this is his trophy from 1991 if you really wanted to get close and look at it. That's probably from 1991. Because like I said, after that crash, Davey had a concussion. They took him to the hospital. He did not go to victory lane. So that, because he was the first driver to win the All-Star race 2 years in a row. So anyway, that's the 1992 All-Star set, or the Winston set in a nutshell. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. A little bit of throwback here. Had a little fun with it. Seeing some really, really nice cards. I've seen these cards here and there individually. Don't think I've ever seen the set in its entirety. Really like the set. It's a very clean set. Well done on the photography. Like the cleanbacks with the information that's given. So anyway, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Thanks for watching. We will see you tomorrow.